The next topic is launch of NASSCOM Low Code, No Code report. Let's invite our speakers. Dr. Manas Fuloria is a co-founder and CEO of Nagarro and a member of the executive of Allegio SE, Nagarro's parent company. He co-founded Nagarro in the year 1996 and has been played an instrumental role in the brand's growth and success. So what will happen is he will unveil the report, and the report summary will be shared by Ms. Neha, whom I'm going to invite the next. Ms. Neha Jain, currently at NASSCOM, she's leading the IT services, patents, data centers, MarTech, and mobility. Let's invite this wonderful lady, Ms. Neha Jain, Manager and Strategy Research, NASSCOM. Thank you so much, both of you. Over to you.
Thank you, Pooja. As technologists, we are always disrupting other industries, but technology also has the potential to disrupt our own industry. And in my opinion, low code, no code is going to be one of these disruptive forces for our industry, along with code written by AI. It has the potential to completely transform the entire face of our industry. Now, disruption is a good thing. For our industry, the good news is that a lot can be done very efficiently with low code, no code. And it becomes easier to unseat old, established solutions and do things in all new, innovative ways. And it levels the playing field. And this is not just for our clients, but also internally, it's a very, very powerful tool. Even at Nagarro, the internal business operating system, as we call it, the steering system is largely built on LCNC technology. You don't even need hardcore developers that are so hard to find today. You can do a lot with just smart people. So to summarize, LCNC is here to stay, and it's a pleasure for us at Nagarro to support NASSCOM on this report. NASSCOM has always been very forward-looking, and our industry has always been very adapting and fast-moving and agile. So I'm sure that we, as an industry, will make the most of this opportunity that arises from this LCNC disruption. With this, it's a pleasure to now launch the NASSCOM Nagarro report, Low Code, No Code, the India Story.
Thanks, Manas, for launching the report. Now, before I move forward, let me quickly touch upon the coverage of the report. The report covers a broad overview of the low-code, no-code industry, how the shift is happening from traditional way of software development to low-code, no-code. It also covers the key market numbers, both from a global and the India market context. As part of the report, we did a survey for about 60 adopters and providers, and we have also culminated all the insights that have come from the survey in the report. We are also covering the key success factors from a provider perspective. And at the end, we are looking at the outlook, how the market will look in 2025, and what we can do to reach the full potential of the market. Let me just quickly summarize the survey insights for our audience today. Now, as part of the survey, we asked both the providers and the adopters as to what are the kind of benefits that adopters realize from using low-code, no-code. I think that the major ones that came forward were reduction in development and deployment time, reduction in cost of development, increase in productivity, and an increase in ROI. Now, looking specifically at the numbers, if you look, there's a significant reduction in the development and the deployment time, which is in the range of 3x to 7x. Now, some of the organizations in the public agencies have even, they are even able to come up with an app in as low as 15 days with using low code, no code. So I think that's a testimony how much time it saves for the organization. Similarly, there's a cost of development, which is quite low with low code, no code in the range of 3x to 7x. So there's a lot of cost saving that the organizations are able to get from using low code, no code. Increased productivity has been seen in the range of 1.2x to 1.5x. Now, if we look at some of our organizations in the BFSI and the manufacturing sector we spoke with, they've even received better outcomes and increased productivity, which is over 1.5x. So this is a broad range that adopters have been able to increase their productivity on. And majority of the organizations highlighted that 30 to 35% of increase in ROI is what they see when they use low code, no code versus the traditional way of app development. No, there are so many benefits, but still we see that but still we see that organizations are not very comfortable adopting low code, no code. Now there are certain reasons for it. So there are certain inhibitions that the adopters face, and there are reasons why they don't want to go for low code, no code. And I'll just cover them, and I'll also try to, highlight what providers can do so that, they are able to address these inhibitions. So one of the key things, like any other new technology that comes, in the market, there's a reluctance to move from your legacy or the traditional way of doing things to adopting this new technology. And I think that's the same kind of reluctance that low code, no code is also facing today. So, which low code, no code is facing today. So providers, they really need to, when they go up to the adopters and the enterprises to push their product, I think it's very important to for them to make their enterprise understand the key benefits that low code, no code will offer. So I think that becomes very, very, very important. Similarly, from a SMB perspective, and I think the larger audience we have today with us, I think it's very important that, there are more customized platform options which suit to the SMB category. Currently, majority of the larger platforms that are there in the market are made keeping the larger enterprises in mind. And there are hardly any customized options available. What we have seen, I think the startup segment in India, they are actually working towards such customized options. And in our report, we have covered certain case studies which basically showcase how these, supports, the whole platforms that are developed by these startups have been used by certain SMBs, and they have actually reaped a lot of benefits. Another innovation that they face while they look at low code, no code is the lack of training to use the platform and the fear of implementation feasibility. So another issue that people face is this is a new technology, a new platform that will be plugged into your existing system. How well my people will be able to understand this whole platform is one question that keeps hovering in the minds of enterprises. Also, will it be able easily fit into my existing systems that I already have, or will that need a lot of change? So I think both training and integration comes as a key inhibition in the minds of enterprises. And there also providers need to give them enough support so that they are able to get their people trained on the platform, its usage, and are able to develop apps with a lot of ease. Also, they are, till the platform is fully implemented in the system, there is a lot of support that's needed from the provider so that things are done very smoothly internally. Okay, before we move forward on the recommendation part, I'll just quickly cover some of the Indian market numbers. So basis our estimation, the current revenue that the LCNC providers are generating in India is in the range of 400 million. And majority of these revenues are coming from global customers. Majority of the Indian LCNC providers are startups, and most of them are bootstrapped. And BFSI, retail, software as a service are the leading adopters in India. Now, from outlook perspective, what we expect is this number of 400 million is expected to touch 1 billion by 2025 in a business as usual scenario. Considering, all the digital first enterprises will see the adoption, globally it is maturing much faster. And since we are, targeting the global customers as well, we will definitely keep growing with the global market. But what we want to highlight is that, the potential that Indian LCNC providers has is much larger. So if all the stakeholders can come together and, we can create more awareness, more skill development, then all of that together can actually push the market 4x from the 1 billion expected in 2025 to nearly 4 billion in an optimistic case scenario. So just to, reach that number, there's a lot of effort that will have to come from across stakeholders. And I'll just quickly cover, what needs to be done to reach that 4 billion number. So, for industry bodies like NASSCOM, one of the key, ask is, we need to spread awareness on low code, no code. A lot of Indian enterprises still are not aware about low code, no code, and that's where, the adoption levels are low. So I think with this report, we have made a start, and, with providers, and with them, if we can come together and, look at, seminars, conferences, more awareness sessions, so that there is more awareness on low code, no code, and which will definitely push a little more adoption across enterprises. In terms of reskilling support, so though, from an enterprise perspective, another benefit that we should definitely highlight is that, there is a very low dependence on the tech talent when it comes to enterprises. But on the other side, from a provider perspective, the provider needs more, high level new tech skills so that, they can develop better platforms. So from that perspective, I think, there has to be more focus on reskilling so that we are able to develop more better and better developer talent, which can help us come with, better platforms, more customized versions, which suit to the Indian market and the Indian enterprises as well. Now, from a provider perspective, they need to look at custom pricing models. So this is specifically true from a, expansion in the small and medium business segment, where if we are looking to grow in that segment, they need to have custom pricing model which suits their requirement, their processes. So I think that's one of the key things that providers can work towards. Similarly, if they want to really expand to the SMB segment, so they need to partner with small and medium IT services firm, and that will actually increase their reach both from a global SMB market perspective as well as in the India market as well. Again, as I just highlighted, building the talent pool from a developer perspective is very critical. So that will hold true for the providers also, and they will also have to make sure that, they have their reskilling efforts going at full steam so that they maintain the developer talent and they're able to come up with better and better platforms. Last but not the least, I think the adopters need to have an open mind. So they need to show a little more commitment towards low code, no code and its usage, because if they are not in for using it, it's very hard. If they don't understand the benefits, they don't, make an effort, put some budgets, some people for execution of low code, no code, then it will become very, very difficult for, increase the adoption. So I think adopters really have to come with a very open mind, look at the POCs, see what benefits are there to offer. And I'm sure that they will realize that they are able to, get a lot of increase in productivity. They're able to save time, they're able to save costs. So overall, there'll be a lot that they can do with low code, no code. So I think with that, I close my part, and I would like to thank Nagarro for all their support on the report. And for the audience today with us, I would like to say that, for more details, they can reach out to the report, which is available on NASSCOM community, NASSCOM website, and also on Nagarro Insights. And in case they have any questions or queries or any feedback, please share it with us at research@nasscom.in. So thank you once again, Manas, for launching the report. And with this, I close, and over to you, Pooja. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Neha and Mr. Manas, for sharing it so beautifully and at so much of length. So thank you very, very much for doing this.